The New York Jets have brought back Ashtyn Davis. Let's all get so excited. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and I am so excited to make this video. Ashtyn Davis is brought back to the New York Jets. And this is a big deal because of, well, a couple of reasons, right? Number one, I think that if you looked at the New York Jets roster, objectively, the only spot on the roster that really needed some help, that needed some support, needed a player, needed something, because you couldn't just not have any competition in that room, was the safety room. Look, I'm a big fan of Tony Adams and Chuck Clark. I think they're both fine players, and that's that. I think they're fine. They're not up to the level of the rest of the defense. And like what I mean by that is when we look at the rest of the defense, we have Pro Bowlers at every position. We have all pros at every position in terms of the edge room, the interior defensive line room, the cornerback room, the linebacker room. And the safety room was missing those impact players and those big-time players. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Ashtyn Davis is a big-time player, is an impact player on that kind of level. But what I am going to say is Tony Adams and Chuck Clark aren't either. And this idea of us going into the season and just kind of handing those two guys the starting jobs never sat right with me. It's something that Green Bean mentioned in our Armchair GM show yesterday, which is just competition at every position. And that's what we should be striving to do, is every player should be pushed for their job. There are only a couple of guys really on the team that, in my opinion, are like guaranteed a starting job kind of a thing. It's just like a good chunk of our defense, right? Like, I don't think anyone's taking Jermaine Johnson's job. I don't think anybody's taking Quinnen Williams' job. DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner aren't going to lose their job. Michael Carter's not going to lose their job. Quincy and CJ aren't going to lose their jobs. Like, I get that. But every position should have competition. Every position should have somebody snapping at their heels to go get it. And Ashtyn Davis fits the bill of that perfectly. Not only is he a New York Jets draft pick, someone that we chose to be a part of our team, and a player that we developed, that year over year over year got better in the role that he played in for the team, he got better. And last year, it kind of all culminated in a really, really solid season from him that had a lot of Jets fans wanting him to come back, me included. And so bringing him back, and here's the kicker, raising his snap counts. In 2023, he only played 19% of the defensive snaps. And in that 19%, which equaled 218 total slaps, he had 1 pressure, 1 batted pass at the line, 13 tackles, 6 stops. In coverage, he was targeted 22 times and allowed 13 receptions for 107 yards, but also got 3 interceptions and 4 pass breakups. When you're talking about a guy who has a knack for finding the ball, for being a part of the play, for creating big moments for the rest of the team to capitalize on, Ashtyn Davis does that. I'm not ready to call him a ball hawk, but if you upped his level of snaps, if you gave him 50, 60% of the safety snaps, what could he look like? What would he play like? The thing that we have to remember is that Ashtyn Davis isn't just a safety. He's truly our defensive back, because last year we lined him up everywhere. We gave him free safety snaps. We gave him box safety, strong safety snaps. We gave him slot corner snaps. We gave him defensive line snaps. Like, he would come up and play on the defensive line. We even had him play out wide at corner a couple of times last year. And when you've got a guy who is this athletic, and that was always the biggest thing with Ashtyn Davis, is boy is he an incredible athlete, because he is. How can we capitalize that? How can we make sure that this player impacts the team in the biggest way possible? And I love bringing him back. I love the idea of giving him more steps, having him push Tony Adams and Chuck Clark, and ultimately winning that job. It paying off, the hard work paying off for a Jets player, keeping him around. And I can feel confident saying that I think Ashtyn Davis should be a part of the New York Jets safety room plans long term. If he can come out this year, play 50 or 60% of the snaps, and keep up the level of play that we saw from him last year, I would totally feel confident giving him an extension, keeping him here for beyond just the 1 year. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like the Ashtyn Davis signing? Do you not like the Ashtyn Davis signing? How does this impact the draft? It's a great question. Let me know in the comment section below. And last but not least, go Jets.